art, and now we have it so easy now with our Knitwit yarn crafting. And today you're receiving everything to do round, square, oblong, and so much more. Your item number is 112576, and for under $17, our very special guest, who is such an interesting woman. You can craft anything. Carol Smith is joining us, and I wish I had your potential to even begin. I look at all these beautiful creations, whether it's for Easter, blankets. How do you do all this?
Well, it's really easy. And you know, we should have probably called this the knit knot, because you don't knit. And you're never going to have to read those instructions. What you're going to do is actually wind the yarn. And anybody can do that. Just wind it around, make a few simple knots, and you can make garments that are unbelievable. You can make clothes for children like this. Look at this little poncho.
Are you kidding?
And
just from these?
Yes. And so it is so fun. And there are 9 different tools in the kit. Let me show you first of all what you've got, because these are very important. These are the Knitwit tools, and they have the retractable spokes on them. So this is really great because they store so well. They don't get all tied up in your yarn. Oh. And this is what you use to make the rosettes. And the rosettes are what you're going to fashion your garment out of rather than knitting. So you're not knitting one stitch at a time. You're knitting one rosette at a time. That's why it's 7 times faster than knitting.
Oh, and you're receiving all of these different tools, large and small?
And what this means is you can have 4 people knitwitting all at the same time in your family.
Really?
You get the small and large tool of the round and the small and large tool of the square. Now, the reason we have that is because sometimes you want a scalloped edge to your garment or your project, and sometimes you want a straight edge. So you really need to have both tools. And we have small and large because you use small for small people and children, and you use the large size for larger people. So it gives you a lot of flexibility. Just with the same pattern, you can control the size it comes out by which tool you use. So besides that, you also get the Doodle-Loop. Now, the Doodle-Loop is used to make pom-poms. Pom-poms are so hot. We're embellishing even home decor items, a lot of different clothing. You know.
So do I just wind this around?
Yes, you do. Here's how you do it. You wind it around, then you use your scissors and just cut in the groove right here, and that makes your pom-poms. And you get 3 different sizes of those, the small, medium, and large, and you can trim too, so you get infinite sizes in between. So that's the Doodle-Loop pom-pom makers.
Is that how you made
the animals?
Look at that. There's the little Easter bunny. You could make your own Easter bunnies and place them, if you want to, inside your own Easter baskets.
And you know what's great about this is these are 1-hour projects. So kids, you have 2 projects in your book sets that take, you know, maybe 40 hours if it's a comforter or a throw, but you also have 1-hour projects for just embellishing and making the little animals. Yeah.
Aren't they adorable? I know. I was going to say, imagine doing that with your children, your grandchildren. Now, we were talking a little bit earlier, Carol and I were, that there was a popular infomercial that ran on this, and it was almost $30.
Yes. And this is a great price for all the same tools. It was the same number
tools,
of
same kit. Okay.
Now, this is the Tassel Maker, and tassels, of course, are really, really big. Now, this is intricate and neat because you can make a tassel from 1 inch to 6 inches long with the same tool because it's adjustable. You just raise it up and down, and you can also make fringe, which is very important. The hard thing about fringe is making all of the tassels the same size.
So you can put these all together in a row?
On the bottom of your project, or you can make tassels in all sizes. And if you think tassels aren't fun, look at this. This is a tassel that we added to a bag that we purchased, but look how fun this is. So you can coordinate. Maybe you have a new pair of those fancy shoes y'all were talking about earlier in the hour, and you can put a tassel on and totally give a new look to an accessory.
But a lot of times tassels too, and I'm in the market for tassels just to tie my new drapes back. I changed colors and drapes. $35 for one tassel.
And you know what's neat is, for instance, Amy, with this, you can get new carpet. Maybe you get new draperies, or you get a new sofa, and you want to tie in the rest of your accessories, and maybe you got chocolate brown. You want to tie that in. This is the easiest way in the world to do that. We just added these to a purchased pillow, like I said, 1-hour projects. So you can coordinate a new color scheme. Maybe in your kitchen over there, we have some placemats, and you get, maybe you get a new tile color, or you get new appliances.
Did you do this too?
Maybe, yes. Now this is fun. You can use any yarn or any thread.
Victorian. Look at that. I mean,
fiber.
these
This is
pillows are
actually
so
a ball
expensive.
of twine. It looks like an antique pillow, and
It
we made this with
does.
twine, just like the package twine that you wrap your packages for the post office. We
Really?
made the rosettes out of that with the square tool and just tied it around a pillow. Maybe you have a couple of pillows that, you know, somebody fell asleep and drooled a little bit. And it's a great pillow, but you...
And you can't wash it, but you need to hide
Yeah,
it.
need
Or
to
you
hide
wash
that.
it and you can't get the stain. Maybe somebody spilled Merlot or eggnog during the holidays.
You know, just spills. It's a great cover-up.
And it's so soft.
Like I said, with the accessories, you can add pom-poms, you can add tassels,
are
you can do so
fun.
much to bring in a new color. Now, this is a throw. Throws are very popular. And, you know, maybe you have someone who has just retired. All
Okay.
of a sudden, maybe they're taking the summer off. Maybe it's a school teacher. And they need something to do on vacation because, you know, some days it rains.
That's right. Some days
Unfortunately,
we have to
even
stay
in Florida,
inside.
some days it rains. So you can make this beautiful. This is a butterfly design. Now, all of the projects that you're seeing this morning are pictured in the books. You actually get in the kit. We talked about all the tools. You get 9 different tools, but you also get 3 pattern books. And you get a home accents pattern book that has all the ideas for your home decor and accessories. You get the pom-pom creations, which has the children's projects in it, and also the tassel creations. And you get the home fashions, which have all your shawls. You know, it's still cold enough up in the north. I think Chicago's getting a storm today. Donna Dewberry couldn't get here
That's
because
right.
of the
Donna
snow.
Dewberry was scheduled to be here.
Caught in the snow, but so she needs this shawl. It's too bad she doesn't have it.
Is that leather?
No, it's
Suede.
a suede type of yarn. As I said, any yarn or fiber you can use with the Knitwit. And look at the tassels that we made with the Tassel Maker. But let's show you how easy the...
Did you make coasters too? Are these coasters?
Well, they could be, but that's actually the scale. I was just showing. Well, I was showing
That's
the
a coaster
difference.
for me.
The difference in the small and large tool. So you could have the small size. You're still doing the same pattern from your book, but you're making a small size or a child's garment, or you're making the large size. So let's show how easy it is, and it's fun. It's just winding. I'm going to take a piece of yarn. I'm going to hold it with my thumb. Then I'm just going to start wrapping. Now, you just wrap. As I said, you're winding. You're not knitting. Think how much easier this is and how much faster. See, 7 times faster than knitting.
Well, when you said knitting, that concerned me because I thought, oh, my grandmother
Yes.
would knit for hours and it was painstaking. And I've always enjoyed her accomplishments of knitting, but I just don't have the patience. But
Well,
this makes it so much easier.
That's the winding part. Then you take a needle, and here it is, and you just make a few simple overcast stitches in the middle. That's what holds it together. Then you go around the outside, just make one simple knot, and then let me show you what you do. This is the fun part. Are you ready? Now, you know, just hold your hand there because it's going to pop off. Okay, as I turn it, you missed.
I missed it. Not a very good
It just
catcher.
pops off. That's your finished rosette.
Look
and you
at
can make
that.
those so quickly and easily. Now, let's look at some of the other things you
Really?
can
And I
make.
use that from this. That's
Yes.
it. And it
Isn't
just
that
pops
easy?
right off.
And the nice thing about it, you actually connect them together as you make your knots. So when you pop off that last rosette, your garment is finished.
look
at
at
this little
that.
baby, they don't wear these anymore, but, you know, we still give them. Also the christening dresses, all the beautiful things and
it's so
traditional things you do for a
soft.
baby. But look at this. This is a fun thing. My granddaughter is learning her ABCs. So I just threaded, as I was making my rosettes, here's what it looked like on the back side, but I just threaded on the yarn these little foam
Is
letters
this a little
that I bought.
jumpsuit?
It's just a little,
Carol, how
just a little
cute.
sweater, and she can wear it over her T-shirt when she goes to preschool, and that helps her remember. You know, we were talking about and she loves that too. It's her favorite garment. She wants to wear it every day. And because those foam letters are washable, she could if she wanted to. This is some of the yarns that we can use. And look at this. This is not even a yarn. I said any fiber you can use with the Knitwit. And we made this beautiful garment
Does it
down
have
on the
elastic
mannequin.
kind of to it? A little
It's
stretch.
ribbon. It's ribbon. Yes, and we made this beautiful designer, like a cover-up. You make these for the beach. Now, that does not look like a knitted garment. I love the flexibility of the Knitwit.
Wow.
Because it doesn't look knitted. You know, sometimes I want it to look knitted, and sometimes I just want it to look designer. And
There is stretch to this. Isn't that
cool?
gorgeous? And you did all of this with these tools
Yes.
today in this amazing kit for under $17. Like Carol and I were saying, you saw the popular infomercial, thousands upon thousands were spoken for, and usually that was almost a $30 value. Today you're receiving everything, including all of the books on your home accents, also your tassels, your fashion accessories. So now you have the opportunity to do all of these great designs in the comfort and convenience of your own home. And it's not like knitting. It's something I can actually do, right, Carol?
Not, absolutely.
Well, thank you for joining us here this morning. You're back at 3 later on.
At 1.
At 1, I'm sorry. I get 1 and 3 confused. Back on later today at 1 o'clock. So if you'd like to see another presentation, very popular.